No one is coming to save you. Fight your way through. No one is coming to save you. Let that sink in. No perfect moment. No miracle opportunity. No one is going to show up and change your life for you. It's you. And right now, everything depends on what you decide to do next. Life will hit you. Hard. It won't ask if you're ready. It won't care about your plans. It will test you. There will be days when you feel like everything is falling apart. Days when nothing goes your way. Days when you question yourself. And in those moments, most people quit. They give up. They walk away. They settle. But not you. You don't quit when it gets hard. You fight your way through. Because pain is part of the process. Struggle is part of growth. Failure is part of success. And if you're going through hell right now, good. Because that means you're being built. Every challenge you face is shaping you. Every setback is teaching you. Every failure is preparing you. But only if you keep going. You see, the difference between winners and losers is not talent. It's not luck. It's not even opportunity. It's mindset. Winners refuse to stay down. Winners get hit, and they get back up, again, and again, and again. You have to become that person. The one who doesn't break under pressure. The one who keeps moving forward no matter what. The one who refuses to quit. Because quitting is easy. Anyone can quit. Anyone can walk away. Anyone can say this is too hard. But fighting takes strength. Fighting takes courage. Fighting takes heart. And you have that inside you, even if you don't feel it right now. Even if you doubt yourself. Even if everything around you feels uncertain. You have it. But it's not enough to have potential. You have to use it. You have to act. You can't sit there waiting for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel weak. But discipline? Discipline shows up every single day. You don't feel like working? Do it anyway. You feel tired? Do it anyway. You feel like quitting? Do it anyway. That's how winners are built. Not in comfort, but in discomfort. Because growth happens when you push past your limits. When you go one more step, one more rep, one more effort. And that's what you need to do. Right now. Go one more time. You failed? Try again. You got rejected? Try again. You feel lost? Move forward anyway. Because every step forward matters, even the small ones, especially the small ones. Success is not built in one big moment, it's built in small actions repeated daily. Waking up early, staying focused, doing the work, even when no one is watching. That's where everything changes. Not on the outside, but on the inside. Because the real battle is in your mind. The voice that says quit. The voice that says you're not good enough. The voice that says this isn't working. That voice will always be there. But you don't have to listen to it. You can choose a different voice. The voice that says, keep going, you've got this. One more step. And that voice? That's the one that leads to success. You have to train your mind.
Control it. Strengthen it. Because if you don't control your mind, it will control you. You will become your thoughts. So change them. Stop thinking, I can't do this. Start thinking, I will find a way. Stop thinking, it's too hard. Start thinking, I am getting stronger. Stop thinking, I'm not ready. Start thinking, I'll grow into it. Because your mindset shapes your reality. You want a different life?
Then become a different person. Stronger. More disciplined. More focused. More determined. And that starts with your actions. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. Right now. Do something that moves you forward. Even if it's small. Even if it's uncomfortable. Even if it's difficult. Because every step you take builds momentum, and momentum changes everything. At first, nothing happens. Then slowly, things start to shift. Your confidence grows, your strength increases, your mindset improves, and one day, you look back and realize you're not the same person anymore. You're stronger, you're sharper, you're unstoppable. But it all started with one decision. The decision to fight, not when it was easy, but when it was hard. That's what makes the difference. Anyone can dream, anyone can talk, anyone can plan, but not everyone can execute, not everyone can push through pain, not everyone can fight. But you can. You just have to decide. No more excuses, no more waiting, no more fear. This is your life, your story, your moment. And you have two choices. Quit or fight your way through. So stand up. Right now. Take control. Take action. Take responsibility. And fight. Fight for your goals. Fight for your dreams. Fight for the life you want, because no one else will do it for you. And one day, all the struggle will make sense. All the pain will turn into power. All the effort will pay off. And people will look at you and say, "You're lucky." But you'll know the truth. You fought for it. So don't stop now. Don't quit now. Don't give up now. You didn't come this far just to stop now. Fight your way through. At some point, if you're living this life, you're going to face disappointment. You're going to face defeat. You're going to face devastation. And usually the day that I say this, I want to quit. Couple days later, I get a breakthrough. Just do me a huge favor.
On your worst day, just hold on. Give it one more day. On your worst day in your relationship, your worst day in your business, your worst conditions, give it one more day. Give it one more day. I promise you, a day will make a difference.
A blade does not become strong until it's been through the fire several times. And there's a lot of hammer work that has to take place. And then you're going to have to go back in the forge again. And it's hot, and it melts you down, and you're uncomfortable. And then life is going to pull you out, and it's going to put you on anvil, and it's going to hammer on you some more. And you're going to say, "What? Am I done yet?" No. You've got a lot more forge time left. You've got a lot more hammer blows left. Embrace the journey and the process of life. All of us will be successful in life if we don't quit. Don't quit. Get off your butt. Get in arena. Get dirty. Get sweaty. Get bloody. Get knocked down. Get back up. See, you're not a failure until you quit. Failing is not hitting the mark. That doesn't mean you're a failure. You fail, but you don't become a failure. The only time you fail here is if you quit. You don't quit. You just get up and get going. And don't you dare lay down. The power to hold on in spite of everything. The power to endure, the hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. This person doesn't care about the pain, because there's no pain without pain. This is the winner's quality. You have that quality within you. What would your life be like? As you look toward the future, if you decided, "I'm not going to allow my fears to stop me." You got to have dreams and visions so big that it dwarfs all your fears. I don't care how hard at times you done fell on. If you still here, it's because you possess a resilience, a toughness, and inner strength of faith. That your working times with tears falling down your face, and you'll look back on the times, and you will cherish those times. May I suggest to you that even though you in a dark place, you're in the right place. May I suggest to you that you are perfectly positioned, and everything you've ever prayed for, and everything you've ever wanted in your darkest moment, that you're about to get ready for your breakthrough. May I suggest to you that what you think is the worst thing that ever happened to you, that this is probably the best thing that ever happened in your life. May I suggest to you that the fact that you lost it all, that sometimes in our darkest moments, it's the brightest time in our lives. You will survive. You going to get through it. You got to walk in your season. And a part of walking into your season is making a decision that when I get to my darkest moments, and a part of the decision is when I can't wake up, everything in the tank is gone. When I'm broke emotionally, when I'm broke mentally, when I'm broke physically, when I'm broke and I ain't got no more, you got to make a decision at that point. One more. Give it one more day. Give it one more chance. Give it one more opportunity. Don't give up. Don't give in one more. If you've been doing 10 things that ain't working, do 11. You're not 100% sure what could happen if you keep going. Like, you're not 100% sure if you give it one more crack at it. Can you give it one more chance? You're not 100% sure what's going to happen. But there's one thing I can tell you. You will fail if you give up. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you will be a failure if you quit.
And I don't know what's going to happen if you keep going, but just keep going just to see what's on the other side. And it's usually in those moments where you feel like you can't do it, that you're closer than ever to having everything that you want. Sometimes the greatest environment to make a commitment is the darkest environment. Sometimes we don't make a commitment until we lose everything. It's okay.
Sometimes the level of commitment that's required to go to the next level doesn't happen when the bank account is full. Sometimes the level of commitment that we need, it doesn't happen when everything is going right. Sometimes you gotta hit rock bottom. Sometimes you gotta get sick. Sometimes life's got to put you on your back. Sometimes you gotta lose it all. Between starting and success, there's going to be a whole lot of failure in between. And what you got to do is learn to play through the haters. Play through it. Play through the failures, the mistakes. Play through it as if it doesn't exist. Push. Just push past the button. Push. Don't quit. Don't give up. Push. You push your way to success. I want you to see difficult differently. That weightlifter, when my man looking at those weights, it's going to tear his muscles to pieces. But what he understands is if he tears them down, they're going to rebuild themselves. And when they rebuild themselves, they're that much stronger. Listen to me. The more you go through, the more difficult it is. All you doing is building muscle. So don't quit. Don't give up. Push through that stuff. Push through it. You can get through it if you can just muster up enough strength to hold on and hold out. If you do not quit, if you do not give up, it's going to happen. And if you persevere, trouble don't last always. Every storm that's come, it will pass. Everybody's got big plans, but the plan's out the window. When they get punched in the face, stuff happens that are completely out of your control. And when we make plans, it is impossible in our finite state to be able to predict the unusual, unprecedented circumstances that will dramatically affect our plans. Plans will change. So, how will you take the next step? When everything says equipped, it keeps you going. Life is going to test that will every time. Life is going to see how bad you want what you say you want. It is the insecurity of the times that defines who you really are. It's very easy to be motivated on those good days of life. It's that cat who can be at the bottom of the sewer, who can find great motivation alone. There's no coach. There's no trainer. There's no nothing. There's no mom, dad, sister, cousin, brother, wife, husband. It's you and you alone in the worst possible spot of your life. If you can find drive, determination, motivation in those times alone, you figured it out. And we have it all in our minds. It's how you talk to yourself and how you visualize coming out of, it's how you see yourself in the dungeon of life. Many of us can't find strength there. But there's so much strength in the dungeon 'cause so many people just stay there. It's that who's willing to come out of it that becomes glorious at the end of it all. It is the chaos of the time that creates the conqueror in the man. Those exceptional people who are uncomfortable with the times and rise to the challenge because they refuse to allow the chaos around them to determine the conqueror within them. People who resist the toll to go down and stand fiercely in spite of opposition and say, I'm going to do it anyway. Sometimes you have to back up and go within and pray and meditate and recharge your batteries. Go away, clear your head, and then come back and look at it from a different vantage point. Don't operate while you're under the spell or the effect of what's going on. See, we can't control the thoughts that come in our minds, but we can control the thoughts that we dwell on. So, your thoughts have magnetism, and the most challenging thing is to discipline your thinking. Control the vision of what it is that you want. Don't allow your emotions to control you. We are emotional, but you want to begin to discipline your emotion. If you don't discipline and contain your emotions, they will use you. You get up every day, you look in the mirror, and you tell that mirror, I'm a bad, __. And one way or another, I'm going to make it happen today. This is a test. This is a day I'm going to find out if my goals really are my goals. I'm talking about looking yourself in the mirror, looking yourself in the eye and saying, I'm going to dominate today better than any other day. You going to get up. You going to get dressed. You going to get out and you going to do what you've been called to do.
You going to be what you call. And you going to prove to everybody that tried to break you, everybody that tried to stop you, everybody that tried to kill your dream. You going to prove all of them wrong. I'm going to show them all that wrong because I'm the champion. I'm going to prove I'm the greatest. I'm going to prove to you I'm the greatest. I'm going to prove to the world and the greatest.
There'll never be one like me. Our character is defined by the choices we make on a moment basis. It all adds up to the win. You might not win today, but your efforts done today. Even the failure felt today are all measures that create the moment later. And if you got knocked down on a difficult, try that same endeavor. Then you find yourself victorious in that endeavor. That's the sweetest victory of all. That builds a confidence that's unbreakable. And you've come too far to only come this far. So you fight if you have to. You crawl if you have to. You scrap if you have to. You do whatever it takes. Because on the other side of that pain is your promise. So you get through your get-through so you can get your reward. If you've ever had a moment in your life that you have measured yourself and come up short, if you've ever poured yourself into an individual, a company, a place or thing, and didn't get the results you expected, then this one is for you. It's hard. It's hard changing your life. There are moments when you're going to doubt yourself. You got to know why you're out here, because you're going to get your butt kicked when the storms of life come. And they're going to come when life pounce on you. And that's going to happen when it catches you on the blind side and drop you to your knees. And that's going to happen when your plans don't work out. And that's going to happen when you start running out of money. And that's going to happen when you want to give up. And that's going to happen. Your reasons will be your rod and staff to comfort you. Your reasons will be your bridge over troubled waters. But you got to know why you're there. Because your reasons when life dropped you to your knees. Your reasons will help you get back up. When I want to give up. Why you here less? Because I want to make mama proud of me. Why you here less? I promise my kids what I'm going to do for them. I'm going to give them a better life. I want to leave them a legacy. I'm not going to give up. Go back. Go back, fool. Go back. No. No. I refuse to give up on my dream. And I'm not going to let anything stop me. Sometimes you got to start all over again. Sometimes you got to refresh and you're so worried about your bills. You're so focused on everything else but you. And you don't realize you are what's going to blow you up. You are what's going to change your situation. You are what's going to take you to the next level. The only thing that's going to determine it is the inside world. The things that you believe and the actions you take every day are what shape your destiny. Through every dark night, there's a bright day after that. So no matter how hard it gets, stick your chest out, keep your head up, and hands with. We can choose to surrender, or we can choose to take a stand and fight. And you've just got to decide that my life is worth this kind of effort and fight with everything in you night and day, with every breath that you have. You must be patient, persistent, and positive no matter what. Because when you are negative, ladies and gentlemen, you're sending out negative energy and you're blocking your good. So when people ask you, say, how you doing? Even if you're having some difficult times, say, I'm blessed and highly favored, because anytime you wake up and you have a white chalk on line around your body, it's a great day. And so I say to you, it's possible you can live your dream. If it's becoming a diamond, if it's having more, it's achieving more. It's possible you can live your dream. It's necessary that you have a plan of action, that you're resilient, that you stick to, that you have the vision and never give it up, that you become creative and relentless, and when life knocks you down, jump back up and say, it's over until I win. One day, you'll look back at this moment and realize this is where everything changed. This is where you decided to fight your way through